r/AskReddit. What is something that still exists despite almost everyone hating it? Ticketmaster. Duck your bullshit fees. Hold on one moment. A computer is processing your tickets. That will be $75. The master of tickets can only be satiated with dollar bills. Several of them. Junk mail. It's so wasteful. I get credit card offers from companies I already have a ducking credit card with. Does their junk mail system not interact with their customer system at all? It's infuriating. I get them from a credit card company that blacklisted me because I quit using their card as my main card. They send me offers that if I call, they won't actually do. Beauty pageants, especially for little girls. I'll never understand these. It's definitely more for the parents though. Well, pretty much all for the parents. And I never really understood the people who were in beauty pageants as kids saying they enjoyed it. From what I hear about the bullying, the pressure, and the feeling of failure when they don't win, there is no way that can be even remotely enjoyable. Clamshell packaging. I bought a pair of scissors that came in clamshell packaging. Duck this shit. Just reading this sentence made me angry. Fees. Just make them part of the price instead of 5 lines of bullshit. Colleges love this. Tuition is only $16,000 a semester. Then they add on $3,000 in stupid ass fees that are completely meaningless. I live in MA and we had some scholarship where we got free tuition if you did well on our state's standardized testing in high school. My tuition was $857 a semester with room, board, and fees coming out to about $14,000 a semester. The fees minus room and board were probably like $8,000 or $9,000. They finally as of last year restructured it so now you get a tuition credit for $857 instead of free tuition. And tuition makes up like $6,000 with the rest of the fees still existing. EA, Comcast, telemarketing, millionaire pastors, war, politics, and terrorism. This is a one-stop shop comment right here. r/thread killers? The type of paper-backed stickers on products that just partially tear when you try to remove them. Especially on produce, when they recommend fiber in your diet that's not the fiber they mean. Those stickers are actually designed specifically to be safe to eat. Safe ink and all. Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Honestly, I'd just ignore them as hard as you can. That's how you kill a YouTuber, or internet fads in general. Heard of Grumpy Cat lately? The phrase "it's just a prank bro," or the "fine bros"? No, I haven't heard any of those things in years. Let's keep it that way. I think their 15 minutes has dried up and now they are set to fade into the non-relevant oblivion that is washed up YouTubers. Pop-up ads and audio videos that automatically play when you click on a news site article. What about the ones that mysteriously chase you down the page? Open bracket. I'm loath to admit I read it, but sometimes I do, so there it is. Semicolon. The Mail Online does this. Often it won't autoplay the video at the start, but as soon as I start scrolling it will autoplay the article video and chase me. Even more bizarrely, it autoplays the next video, which is unrelated to the article one on. Facebook. Everybody seems to dislike it but they can't let go of it. Everybody seems to dislike it. Everybody on Reddit dislikes it. But we all know Reddit is not an accurate reflection of reality. Otherwise Bernie Sanders would be president. Reddit hates Apple, yet 1/5 of people here post from a Mac. The extremes are always the loudest. The ducking gap between the stall door and the rest of the stall in American restrooms. Edit. A lot of people are misunderstanding. Not the gap below the stalls. I don't think anyone cares about that, aside from maybe janitors. I mean the gap to the left and right of the door, which is often egregiously large. I guess I could have explained this more clearly. It's always a good time to meet new people. Been having a rough day, and this was the first thing that's made me laugh out loud. Thank you. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are probably one of the only creatures on this planet I don't feel bad about killing. Duck 'em. Also giant ducking cockroaches. Duck those things. Expensive ass ink for printers. That reminds me, I need more ass ink. Relevant XKCD. https://xkcd.com/37. Fake pockets. This is a very underrated answer. Fake pockets are the worst. Or when they sew real pockets completely shut. Just why? 1-877 Cars for Kids. Terrible charity that you should never donate to. Read up on it. Had no idea. So I did some research and came across this. When you donate your car to Cars for Kids, you might think they use the donation to promote their own causes, but they don't. They actually take the funds and then donate to a New Jersey organization called Aura Inc. that provides religious-based services to Orthodox Jewish children. Basically, they enroll children who do not practice the Jewish faith into day camps to try and convert them. In 2009, both Oregon and Washington fined Cars for Kids $65,000 each for failing to mention their religious connections. Pennsylvania also fined Joy $40,000 for their misleading practices. They also invested into real estate and managed to lose $5 million of donated money. What a scummy company. Daylight savings time. If we could figure out a way to keep the extra hour of sleep once a year, but not the day we lose an hour, that would be awesome. We should get rid of it, but only if we stay on DST. When it stays light out later, we'd rather have the sun out when I can enjoy it. Having it in the morning is a waste since I just need to go to work. Emoji pillows. Just stop. Why do you people hate fun so much? Emoji in general. Westboro Baptist Church. I'm pretty sure they exist because, not despite, almost everyone hates them. Ajit Pai. My dad used to work with him. Apparently he wasn't that bad back in the day, but he's definitely been bought out by Verizon. I'm sure he hasn't changed much. I wouldn't doubt that he has a likable personality. It's his character that makes him so hated. Anyone who would take money at the expense of an entire nation's personal liberties is not a person worthy of respect. Scams. Even though most people hate them, lots of people still fall for them. I especially hate scams that target the elderly, lowest of the low, scumbags. Adverts. It's strange, more I see product advertised, more I hate the brand altogether. The oversaturation of ads in the modern day is what they want. They don't exist to convince you they exist, such that the next time you're buying product X, you know of product Y. Let's take car ads. No one buys a car based off of an ad, but the next time you buy a car, you're going to start your decision-making process off with something you know, whether you realize it or not. So by virtue of simply getting a name out there, their sales increase. And it's a huge ROI when you consider the ease of ad distribution with the internet. Edit. If you're trying to claim that you're immune to this, have a gold sticker. You probably aren't. But even if you actually are, ads pull in 10 consumers for every one they lose. Most people's attitudes towards ads is apathy, which leads them to make these decisions without realizing it. To the people likening this to psychological warfare and calling it a subtle and ethical tactic, you're very edgy. Yes, you are. But all this is stating your product exists, allowing you to attract people who would buy it. This is actually the light side of advertising. The only reason a customer wouldn't buy the product without it is because they wouldn't know about the product. The goal is to get the name out to people who already would want the thing, and to get it out to as many of them as possible. Advertisements don't solely exist to convince you to like the item. It's to remind you that it exists. If you already hate an item, you aren't going to purchase it again unless they can convince you it's new or different enough to risk money on. A company would only bother with that if it was a common sentiment. Comcast and Applebee's. Edit. To all of you saying Applebee's isn't that bad, the evidence does not support your claims. Edit number 2. To the 30 comments saying Applebee's isn't that bad, give this a read. https://www.reddit.com/AskReddit/7kg7/ what restaurant have you sworn to never return to? Applebee's has $1 margaritas every so often. Comcast don't give me no booze. Comcast never gave me diarrhea either. Car dealerships and car salesmen, as opposed to direct sales. Duck car dealerships. Duck haggling with greasy scumbags over interior options. Duck spending 20 minutes saying no to the undercoating. Duck, I hate car dealerships so much. Me too. Never ever heard anyone say, God, I just love being subjected to high pressure sales tactics and having to explain in detail to a stranger over and over why I don't want a specific feature. Also, you're basically stuck with the options the dealership bought on the car. You can't say, forget heated seats. Don't need M. Don't want M. Because they're not going to order you a whole new car without all the extras you don't want, because then they can't spend an hour selling you on them. Internet Explorer and Edge. Not because it's that shitty, but because you can't get rid of it. It's why I drink. To get the edge off. Piers Morgan's career. The fact you spelled his name wrong actually makes me approve of this more. Screw the guy. Lena Dunham. I have no idea who she appeals to. I am a feminist and she disgusts me. The Sister Fister. The liquid ban on airplanes. Open bracket. It has not stopped any attacks and it's not going to. Someone made a point that it's ridiculous to have people throw away oversized liquid containers in large trash bins along with all the other potential bombs in the most crowded part of an airport. Wasps. I didn't come all the way here from Connecticut to be treated like this. Junk mail and telemarketers. Kaylau. Wow, I actually got a little bit angry when I read this because I hate that kid. Pennies. What can I buy with a penny? Nothing. For that matter. Nickels can't foe. 2. The Big Bang Theory. The shark has been well and truly jumped. We are well past the expiration date. The patient should have been taken off of life support a long time ago. Time to pull the plug. Your time is up. Sheldon Cooper. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. There was a time to gracefully eat. On a high note. That time is so far in the rearview mirror. It's microscopic. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I much prefer Vulcan I for the Ferren guy. 3D movies upcharge for poorly lit film, and even worse if you already wear glasses. Work. Stalkers and trolls on the internet. War. What is it good for? DMV. Reality TV. Except for Cops, Edit, and Live PD. Cable TV service. Kids Bop. Standard baggage fees and fuel surcharges. Made sense in 2001 to save the airlines. Not so much today with record profits by airlines. Climate change deniers. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.